Japanese packaging, I think, are just extremely good. It's so detailed, it's visually appealing, and the food looks good. I mean, really good. I made sure to record a video of this, of me taking off the plastic and then adding some hot water and see the process, the cooking process before we begin. So I really hope you enjoy this as much as I do. The noodles really look good. I also have some broccoli and some chicken breast to the side, and also some milk. Well, if you ever tried mee goreng, that is the cheapest noodles that I could find. It's not a noodle soup like this, but I could tolerate that spice, but I think with this being extremely spicy, with a spice tolerance of 5, I mean, it also says here on the packaging it's at maximum, so I'm not really sure if I could take this. By the way, the packaging is really good. So it's styrofoam outside, so even if I hold this, it doesn't hurt at all. Then inside is the plastic. Usually what we have here in the Philippines is just plastic inside and out, so when you touch it, it's hot and you won't be able to carry it around. Right off the bat, that was spicy. I mean, I just took a little sip and then I could feel it all the way down here already. The good thing about this that I enjoy is they are generous with the toppings. It has some corn, beef cubes, I think, and some greens. Noodles are thick. Good. Really, I think this will help balance out the spiciness of the noodles, aside from the milk, of course. This is homemade. I don't know why monthly I'm getting sick, due to the weather maybe, or I got it from someone else, or my immune system is just weak in general and I just lack some vitamins or some whatnot. Or maybe it's a combination of all of these. But past few days I have been experiencing some symptoms of cold again. I got a slight fever. My nose was clogged, it was stuffy, and I got this headache. But spicy foods really help clear it all out. It's hard to describe the flavor when everything feels so numb. But it's numb in a good way. A really good way. Those cubes taste like Wagyu. I mean, look, they're extremely soft. On the packaging, it says extremely spicy miso soup, but upon tasting it, I could barely feel the miso. The spice is really overwhelming. And after about, I just ate a few, and now I'm going to need some water. But despite that initial kick that I could feel here a while ago, it's now gone and it's replaced with the heat around my mouth and inside my mouth as well. Some cup noodles are just watery, and then salty, light broth. This cup noodle isn't any different when you look at it at first glance, but when you taste it, the broth kind of feels thick, tastes thick. The flavor, it's just overwhelming. Oh, by the way, if you're curious, I got this off the grocery. We got this off the grocery. It's from SNR. I'm not sure if this is available on other grocery stores, but this was imported from Japan. I mean, I could not read a single text here. So if you're someone who understands Japanese, maybe you could translate that. I'll just finish this up. I know some YouTubers tend to just eat one bite or two bites, and not just YouTubers, social media influencers or people who post on the internet and then just cut it out. But for me, I finish everything I show you guys, and if I don't, I let you know. I just want to know if you prefer that I just speed up parts where I'm not talking, or you prefer those cuts that you see every single time I don't talk. And when I speed up parts, I guess I have to do some commentary in the background as well. I'm still trying to experiment, but I want this video to be as interactive as possible. And be not just this video, by the way, but all my future videos as well. I'm already halfway here, and it was pretty tough to eat, but I think this is manageable compared to something like those Korean spicy noodles, those samyang. Those, if I put everything, I would be even barely able to finish it. But this one is something I think you would be able to finish if you like spicy food. However, if you don't want spicy food and your spice tolerance is low, then I won't suggest this. Anyways, halfway through, I would need some milk. Oh, I got some soup with those noodles, and I think it's better than just using chopsticks and tasting the noodles alone, separately. Milk really saves the day. I love how it clears up my nose that I could breathe. Look. That feels so good. I mean, if you're sick, you kind of miss breathing like normal, but then if I'm not sick, sometimes I take it for granted. Whew. It was a few days of not being able to breathe. So clogged, and then I get this headache just because I can't breathe through my nose, and then if I breathe through my mouth, my throat gets dry. I still have some more sinus here and there, which I will blow. Now, we are going to go back with the meal. Honestly, this wasn't a pain to eat. It was pretty enjoyable all the way, especially if you're feeling sick. I'm down to the final stretch with a lot of broth, a little more noodles, and my chicken is all done. Here we go. This is extremely tough without some milk. Broth alone, spicy. Broth with the noodles, tolerable. Milk is a must. I think if you're going to have this, just finish all the noodles, get some broth along with the noodles. Because if you want to finish out all the soup completely, it's going to take you a lot of milk. My 250 ml milk is now gone. Basically, I'm out of milk. This is too spicy for my taste, and it's just a few sips left, which I'm not going to finish anymore. My mouth is a little red around the lips, but other than that, a little water really helped, and after a few minutes, I feel better. Miso.